The IAME Cadet Championship comes to a close here at PF International with Max Dodds and Koska Nerfen on the front row of the grid from Rowledge and Lindblad. Taylor Barnard only 5th on the grid alongside Alex Dunn. From Kart, Neat, Mace and Ollie Gray rounding out the top 10. Lots of rookies leading the charge, and the English champion, Luke Watts in the E-plate, of course, will be an interesting one. Olivier Algieri and that very young charger, Rashan Chigarimbo, the ultra rookie, is starting from the very back of the grid. Watch him come through as we go straight to the first corner, and unfortunately it's the 12 of Koska Nerfen that is left out, hung out to dry there as Dodds battles away for the lead of the race with the 32 of Josh Rowledge. Rowledge takes the lead.
And Barnard up the inside for second. Barnard has already secured the championship for this season. Josh Rowledge for Strawberry Racing. Strawberry Racing picking up a few more drivers now in the cadet class. They'll have even more next year, I've no doubt. And they will be looking to challenge the old guard, the established guard, I should say, of Fusion Motorsport, who take the lead back with Taylor Barnard, the champion from this season.
Oh, we got enough further back. Somebody's been spat out there of the second hairpin as the E-plate goes through and takes a place. That's Luke Watts, has moved up another position. The one to watch out for in this race as we look at Max Dodds there running in 3rd position behind his teammate Josh Rowledge. But there's one man I'm keeping an eye on, and that is the 23, Arvid Lindblad, who stands to seal 2nd place in the Drivers' Championship.
Yep, the cheeky man, as we like to call him, Arvid Lindblad. You'll get his picture, I'm sure, coming up later in the race, and you'll see why we call him the cheeky man. Interesting, though, Jake, that we've got 2 Strawberry Racing drivers now challenging for the lead. Is this going to be, well, it's going to be an interesting dynamic to keep an eye on, I think, over the next season or two, to see whether or not Strawberry Racing can start to become the force that they've been in the Rotax classes for years.
Yeah, is this the future battle between 2 big fighting powerhouses in the world of cadet racing? Fusion versus Strawberry. Of course, it used to be Fusion versus AIM in this class. Of course, AIM are now doing different classes as well. Arvid Lindblad, though, I've just seen him in 4th position. He was a privateer for most of this season, of course, running under the ORM colours, which stands for Oliver Rowland Motorsport. It's Oliver Rowland and Alex T who have been running him all through the season, although he's got a teammate I'd notice here this weekend, because it looks as though Harley Keeble is in the ORM banner.
Yeah, I think most people who are privateers wouldn't be happy that you would call him a privateer if he's running with Oliver Rowland, to be honest.
No, I suppose it's a brand new team.
If you're running with someone, even if you're just one person and you're running with somebody else, you're running as a team, I guess.
Well, I tell you what, it's a brand new team that we've seen this season as Lindblad now makes the move for 3rd position, make that 2nd position. This is what's so impressive. Arvid Lindblad having an absolutely cracking 2017 season. There is the cheeky face of Arvid Lindblad once again.
That's why we call him the cheeky man.
It's the eyebrows, but it's incredible. This is a brand new team for this year, Oliver Rowland Motorsport. Brand new in 2017, purely to run Arvid Lindblad, and they've gone up against the likes of Fusion and Strawberry and held their own. Lindblad about to seal 2nd in the championship.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with teams over the next few years in this class, with Strawberry Racing getting involved. Never been in cadet racing before. I think it was last year, wasn't it? They ran Max Dodds last year.
Archie Mace
got at least 2 drivers in this one.
Archie Mace leading privateer in 7th position at the moment, as we've still got our eyes trained on the leader, Barnard, who is there in 2nd position is Arvid Lindblad. And then we've got Rowledge and Max Dodds chasing after in 3rd and 4th position. But the first 2 in the race are the first 2 in the class. Lindblad is going for the lead on Taylor Barnard into the first corner as we look back to see the race for 8th position, led by Freddie Slater, with a strong challenge from Oliver Gray. The Primo Racing car trying to make his way through up into 8th position and chased down by the 9 kart of Matthew Rees, the Welshman, as they come up and over the Litchfield Bridge. The E-plate there is in about 11th position, I would say. This is for the lead as Lindblad held it briefly. Now Barnard and Max Dodds go through.
So top 3, Barnard, Dodds, and I say Barnard, Dodds, make that Dodds, Barnard, but not for long. It's Dodds, Lindblad, and now Barnard. You see Josh Erfen there on the 12 kart. His dad Tony will be running the Super 1 Virtual Championship next season. That looks to be a very exciting initiative, assuming that the 2 parties, Super 1 organisation and Tony Erfen, can agree a deal. I'm sure they will.
Can I sign up for the senior series? I'm getting into my sim racing now. I'd so love to take on some of the big names in the senior championships.
Well, I'm sure you'll be doing the commentary, Jake, because I know you do a lot of sim commentary, don't you?
I do, but yet again, another championship I can't race in because I'm too busy voicing. Anyway, through the left-hand sweeper of the loop, up the hill once again, the number 10, Max Dodds, is in the lead in front of Arvid Lindblad, but look how close the battle is getting further back as we've got more drivers joining the fray. Rowley just slipped back now into 5th position. 6th and 7th have joined the party as they come down to the braking zone. Dodds is leading, Barnard 2nd, up to 3rd position has come Erfen, then it's Lindblad, and then it's Archie Mace, I think, has got himself up in there as well. Here Barnard goes for the lead on Dodds. Erfen's going to go through as well. Lindblad will tuck in. The 77 is in there just in front of Archie Mace. That's Will McIntyre.
Yeah, Will McIntyre right in the mix as well. So Lindblad there just slides through to 3rd place. So Max Dodds, who I think started pole, Jake, he's down to 4th place at the moment.
And McIntyre looking very threatening to move into the top 4 as well. Well, McIntyre's been very steadily getting himself into this battle. He's actually brought Archie Mace into the battle as well, and the two of them have got already their elbows out and are starting to mix it with them. Josh Rowledge has dropped down to 7th position as the pair of them have gone through, so keep an eye on Will McIntyre. Look, he's working for 3rd position here on the back of Lindblad. He goes up the inside of Dodds, and he's going to move up into 4th position if he keeps this working. No, he slots back in. Will McIntyre knows he's got another opportunity. He just wants to feel his way in.
Those of you that have been watching Super 1 all season may realise that Taylor Barnard had won every final this year as McIntyre goes up the inside for a spot, gets it done, but now loses it on the exit.
Yeah, Mace got past.
Of Mace.
Mace got past both of them, and Rowledge made up a place on Dodds as well.
Yeah, I was just saying, Taylor Barnard's won every final this season, all the televised finals he's won. What you may not realise is the one that we never televised up at Lark Hall, he actually did not win that race. He had all sorts of issues, had a puncture and other mechanicals, and started way down the field in the final, but did manage to drive it back. I think he started something like 24th, drove it back to 3rd, but not enough to take the win. So we're not going to see history. And of course we saw Tyler Chesterton in last week's programme in Junior Rotax, who'd also won every final leading up to Lark Hall and didn't win at Lark Hall either. So both of the drivers looking to make their own bit of history, win every final during the season, unable to complete the deal.
There goes Mace on the inside of Rowledge, and that opens the door for his teammate Dodds to get in there on the inside, and Dodds sweeps through and goes straight for Archie Mace!
Great move by Max Dodds. Great move. Made a place up in the left-hander and then completes it in the right-hander by making up 2 places in the 2 turns.
Rowledge gets Mace, but goodness me, Max Dodds, you do not try that trick by going past 1 in the left and 1 in the right straight away, but Max Dodds had his elbows right out there, gets the move as Oliver Gray makes his move on Freddie Slater and gets the place. Max Dodds, just when you think you've seen the best of him, he pulls out something special, and that was absolutely terrific. Oh, there's a little bit of jostle.
Yeah, Freddie Slater trying to squeeze the 21 cart.
That's Alex Dunn. So
loses the place through the right-hander as a consequence, lost the momentum.
Yeah, that's the 16. The 16 of Sam Shaw manages to get past both of them. We're into the last lap, and this is the championship battlers. It's already been won by Taylor Barnard, but this is for bragging rights. Arvid Lindblad goes up the inside of the Barnard GP plate cart, and he's through. Lindblad takes the lead with Erfen right in behind them as well. It's going to be these 3 battling for the victory. Barnard is back on the inside. He's on the grass trying to find a way back past Arvid Lindblad. Erfen's got past him round the outside. Erfen's going to keep his foot flat on the throttle round the outside and get them both, but Barnard has got them both back on the inside line to take the place back. Erfen now up into 2nd position on the left-hand hairpin. Barnard was able to switch past both of them though on the exit of the hairpin and get the lead back. Incredible work from Taylor Barnard. That's why he's the champion this season. Will Lindblad get one final chance to get past Josh Erfen? He switches back to the inside line. There's not a lot of space. Erfen's trying to shut the door. There's contact. Lindblad was already to his right. Now, was that Lindblad barging him aside, or was that Erfen shutting the door too tight? We'll have to figure out what the officials say, but it's a victory for Taylor Barnard. Nonetheless, Lindblad will cross the line in 2nd, and for me, that's justified. 3rd position for Will McIntyre in front of Max Dodds. Great try from McIntyre. Terrific performance. Let's look at it again, though.
Bit of drama on the last lap now. The man in front is Erfen. Now, he's got to feel that the 23 of Lindblad is there and still squeezes him after the race. And an investigation, the officials have called that a racing incident because Arvid Lindblad, as you'll see, has held on to second place. Barnard from Lindblad, McIntyre in third, from Dodds, Mace, Watts, Earth and Rowley, Shaw and Dunn. So Taylor, what an amazing season for you. You didn't win at every single final, you lost up at Lark Hall, but that didn't matter because the TV cameras weren't there, but you've won every television final. Just talk us through the season this year. It's been an amazing season for you.
Yeah, it was a really good season. We started off really strong. We were just a little bit unfortunate at Lark Hall. We had a wheel bearing go out and a flat tyre. So I started last and still managed to get to third, but we came from last to third, so it's still a good result, and we won the championship there. So that's good.
And you've won the championship that so many famous drivers have won in the past. Jenson Button's won this championship, of course. What does it mean to you?
It's an amazing feeling. I've always wanted to do it ever since I was like 7 years old, so it's a great feeling.
Okay, well, who do you want to thank for your win this year?
I'd like to thank everyone at Fusion Motorsport, Chris, you over there, Chris, my mum and dad, everyone has helped me, Shocks, APSM, thank you.
Barnard having to wait till night time for his final interview. Lindblad and Dodds in second and third from Dunn and Slater. We close the season with TKM Extreme after the break.